All right, we are live, everybody, and we are going to play Monsterhearts Strange Little Towns. Just in case, this game will probably include sex, murder, and cursing. So if that is not your thing, please don't watch this. And we're going to start with everyone giving a brief description of their characters. Everybody's already made their characters, so that boring part will be eliminated for everyone watching. We're going to start with Liz, who's playing Silas, and give the description and what skin you are.
Okay, yeah, my character's name is Silas, and she she is a ghoul. She works at pretzels and corn dogs. She's a rather tall, lanky woman with black hair, and she's currently dressed in a really bright, horrible-looking yellow polo shirt because that is what you wear at as a uniform for pretzels and corn dogs. And yeah, that's Silas.
All right, and the next person we're going is Misha.
I'm Misha. I'm playing the Fury today. Misha is a little Eastern European guy. He looks really nerdy, and we're not quite sure what's going on yet, but he was adopted out of a government program by an American family.
All right, and next on our list is Izzy.
I'm playing Izzy, the angel. I'm sort of short, nerdy guy, dark, spiky hair, big, wounded blue eyes. Sort of attentive, hesitant around people. I'm a deserter from heaven. Not really sure why. I can't remember all the details, but I know it had something to do with trumpets. I don't like trumpets. I don't play trumpets. No.
All right, an angel that doesn't do trumpets. So our next person is going to be Ria.
Yeah, my name is Ria. I'm a hollow. Ria is actually a very pretty girl, but something's kind of off about her. All of her emotions seem to be a bit, fake. And the reason for that is that she is somebody's mirror image, which has switched places with the real person. She works at the very cool clothing store, Barely Legal Clothes, and has not yet managed to get fired, even though people kind of feel creeped out by this girl with the stiff grin and the empty eyes trying to sell them pretty floral print skirts. Yeah.
All right, and just in case, everybody, we are playing in a small town with a strip mall instead of doing the regular classroom setting. So that is just a heads up. And I'm going to give a brief description of the town. Homestead has always been a little strange. The tall, thin trees that seem to be reaching for the skies, the old houses, the slow progress. There are strip malls, but no malls. Most of their youth flees only to come back, substituting the staples of the town. Things seem to be repeating itself. Is it history, or is it something else? And we are going to start off almost towards an hour or two left of work for some of you guys because we're playing it off like it is Sunday, and this is a small, quiet little town. So Sunday means you are leaving around maybe 5 or 6 in the afternoon, 6 o'clock if you have to clean up old, gross-looking cheese or mustard, as someone described here for their workplace. We're going to start over at the music store. What was the music store's name again, Misha?
The music store is the 13th note.
Okay, so there's music playing in the background, and what music is playing?
Some jerk put on Outcast. Hey, yeah.
Wow, that is really old. And how has your shift been so far?
That's been the kind of day it's been. Someone else has always been getting to the radio in time to change the disc, and I've been trying to put other things in.
Okay.
This one's been Robert's fault, I think. Sorry, this one's been Izzy's fault.
Izzy, are you really a true fan of Outcast, or is it just one of those moments that you just sort of lazed around trying to keep the kids away from the trumpets?
I'm just lazing around. I'm more into classical music. So.
Alright. So you get a few young girls that walk in. She is a sophomore from your school. What is this person's name?
Is it me or...
Either, both, one or it can be either of you that decide.
Gabby.
Alright. Do you get along with Gabby, or do you not get along with Gabby?
She talks a lot, and you don't really get to talk to her sometimes.
Mm-hmm. So she's walking over to the counter, and she's sort of like drumming her hands on the counter, waiting for somebody to get there. Sort of high energy sort of person, and she's like, "Hello, anybody?"
Yep, 1 second. What are you looking for?
Hi, I'm looking for the new Taylor Swift album.
Over here.
Why are
It's,
you sighing so much?
Because there's a giant wall of them, because it's number 1 right now. It's right here.
Well,
There's
last
literally
time I
a
went
wall
in
of them.
here, somebody had told me I couldn't get to them because I don't know, that weird girl over at the mustard stand apparently bought all the albums.
So that's why we were cleared out for that week.
Yeah.
Yeah, she likes Taylor Swift too. You two would probably hang out or something.
No. Have you seen her lately? Like, last time I walked by the mustard stand and she tried to fling a pretzel at my head. I don't understand her. How can she like Taylor Swift and be such a... I'm not going to say the words. I am not going to say the words. Can I please purchase this album?
I hand her one of the CDs and just start walking back up to the front, shaking my head.
Are you even going to charge her?
Yeah, but at the register. Yeah.
Okay, I thought for a second you were giving her the album. Alright, she goes over and pays for the album, and she's sort of looking around as if she's trying to find something. And she leans over, she's like, "So, is he working today?"
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't call it working, but he's around here somewhere.
Where is he at?
Is he? Is he?
No. She's
Yeah,
trying.
Misha, what is it?
Someone's here to see you?
Who is it? Hi, Gabby. What's
Hi,
up?
Izzy. I was wondering if you were gonna join us for choir practice.
I was thinking about it, yeah.
Okay. Alright. There's your money. I gotta go. Keep the change. See ya. And she just bolts out. Silas,
Choir
what kind of
practice,
day have you
man?
been? What?
The choir practice, man?
Yeah? What about it?
Never mind, whatever.
So we're gonna start with Silas. Silas, what kind of day have you had?
I've been having a great day. I found an unmarked bottle of pills in the ladies' room, which I am currently smashing with my employee card, and will promptly sniff it up into my nose the moment I have all smashed into a fine powder.
Quick question: did you check online for the numbers of these pills, or did you just immediately try to insert them up your nose without looking?
Well, I'm making them into a powder. I mean, there is some severity to this. No, I mean, you can't. You're not going to leave the good stuff just lying around.
All right. I'm gonna need you to roll hold steady for this.
Okay, how do you do that?
You're gonna roll two 2 6 dice. Two
Okay,
six-sided dice.
2d6.
Yeah, 2d6.
Okay, 1
I
second.
can't speak today.
Okay, that's not good? Is it good? I don't know.
You take them and immediately realize that this is the equivalent of speed,
Okay.
and so
So I'm having an awesome day.
I don't
My
know.
day is
Yeah.
And it seems like you've taken a little too much.
Those probably
'Cause,
ought to be time release.
Well, what's it going to do? Kill you?
Yeah, really, that is kind of this needs to be washed down with some corn dogs. I feel like maybe I didn't have a good layer. So no one's gonna come to this stand anyway. If I see
Alright.
Gabby, I'm gonna throw something at her.
Okay, so as you're shoving trying to shove 2 corn dogs in your mouth in the same time, as delicate as you are, like a flower, while you're doing that, your manager walks right in front of you, and you're just buzzing with all those drugs, and he's like,
Oh shit.
Silas, what are you doing?
There was a fly on one of these products, sir, and I thought it best to dispose of them.
You dispose of them of throwing them away. You don't show. You're eating them right in front of everyone.
I didn't want to be wasteful.
And he sort of signals behind him, and there's a 5-year-old holding a balloon staring at you. There's somebody holding their phone that apparently is recording this.
Is that the asshole? I take half of a corn dog out of my mouth and I say, I am very sorry, sir. As I guess my heart is beating 15,000 beats a minute. I mean, that's speed.
Yeah.
Horrible.
And it seems like you're sweating, and so he's like sighing, like going like, Silas, I don't know what to do with you. I've had complaints. You're rude all the time. We've been missing product.
It's part of my charm, or so my friends tell me.
Silas, I think I'm gonna have to fire you.
Oh, no, come on, just give me one more chance. I promise you, sir, you will not be disappointed. I
think you need to roll to manipulate
my head.
You need to roll to manipulate an NPC.
Okay. What do I manipulate him with? One of
you
or just the 2d6?
2d6, and you're manipulating. You're rolling with hot.
Okay. Oh, great. Okay. I don't know. Does it not show? 5 and a 1.
And your hot is a -1.
-1.
Yeah, that is not good. He sort of looks at you, and he starts shouting. He's like, Silas, you're fired! You take your uniform off and walk out. Just leave right now.
I just grab a corn dog, I pull off the stick, I chuck him at him, and I say, eat me, you bastard! And I just walk out.
You need to roll to shut down.
What? What did you say?
I just realized we did not do highlights.
Okay.
All right.
We
So
never do until halfway through a session.
no, we don't. So before we
So
continue, huh? Go ahead,
I
Liz.
just lick him off, and I take my corn dog and I ride off into the not sunset. I come back for my pills and I just look at him, I take the bottle and I walk away.
All right, let's take a pause to highlight everything because this is too funny. All right, who has the most on Liz? Wait, see Liz on strings. It looks like Rhea and Robert. Which one of you would like to highlight Sila's?
Mm,
I'll go with Rhea. Since...
yeah, I think from what I've seen, I think I want to see her a bit hotter than before.
She's gonna highlight your hot, which is okay because it means that despite that, when you roll, even if it's a success or not, you do get an experience point.
Okay.
I'm gonna be nice
Yeah,
and highlight
and
your cold.
and hot is what you use to turn people on, and
Yes. All right.
Okay.
I would like to see that.
Izzy has the most strings on Misha, so
Go dark,
Misha,
Misha.
Izzy, what do you dark?
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna highlight volatile. Who has the most on Izzy? Not a lot of people, so I'm gonna let Silas pick on Izzy.
Okay. Dark.
He really
Actually,
doesn't have a dark. He has forgiveness.
Okay.
He has a
What
weird
does he
one.
have?
Yeah.
I want the weird one. I choose the weird one.
well, okay, so it's either trespass, which means I judge people and stuff, or it's forgiveness, which means I'm very nice and subjugate myself to other people's will.
Liz, which one do you want?
I'll go for forgiveness. That sounds nice.
Darn it.
Oh, dear.
I'll highlight that. Hold up, I'll bold it up right now. Which is hilarious to me. And who has the most on Rhea? It looks like Izzy does. Izzy, you can get to highlight something for Rhea.
Let's see, what's Rhea good at? I'll say go dark as well.
Okay, dark. I really find it amusing that all of you guys suck in hot, so I'm gonna highlight hot just to.
What did you highlight for me?
Just you wait.
You got forgiveness
Ariana.
and volatile.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That's an interesting
Izzy and I are leading the
combination.
pack with 0 hot. Wow.
All right, so now we're gonna go over to Rhea, who works at Barely Legal. Rhea, how has it been so far working today?
Yeah, there have been some confusing incidents. I mean, there always are, but there were some of these older guys who keep coming into our store. I'm not sure why. And he was like, do you want to help me put on the clothes or something? And I was like, okay. And then my co-workers came like, oh, you can't do this, pervert. And it was strange happening. I don't know what it was all about. So right now I'm folding clothes. Yeah, something like this. I'm folding clothes because I'm very good at that. They're very square-like.
So the assistant manager walks over as you're neatly folding all the shirts. And then you have a 5-year-old that's sort of like messing up the shirts, and you're the only employee that seems to not react when the 5-year-old messes up all the shirts you just folded.
Yeah, just keep moving behind him, and every time he messes up one, I just fold it again.
Yeah.
We're kind of like in a perpetuum mobile of messing and folding.
And the manager's like, Rhea, can I have a moment, please?
Yes, of course.
Now, Rhea, I know we've gone through all the rules with you before. You've been with us for like 6 months, and as of lately, I know you've been very distracted. I want you to know that if you ever need to talk to me, you can do that, but I really need you to stop going into the dressing room with strange people.
Yes, it is because my father is probably dead. Yeah, I've already learned that this is like every time something strange happened, I can say, "Okay, my father is gone," and they're all like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry." So
this sort of particularly leaves like she gets like a strange look on her face because it just gives so many wrong implications. And she's like, Rhea, how old are you again, sweetie?
I'm 16,
Okay.
and there's like a pause before I say that. 16, yes, 16. I'm 16.
She's like, oh, okay. I understand that your father's no longer with us, but it's not proper to try to seek affection from men within the dressing room.
I understand, and I say it like I absolutely don't understand what she means, but okay, I know you should say that.
And she's like, oh, okay. I think you should probably take a break. You're just clock out. I'll see you on Tuesday. And just don't go into the dressing room again with anybody.
Okay.
And she sort of pats your shoulder, and it's like this awkward standing there because you're not walking away, and she's sort of waiting for you to leave. And so she just turns and walks away. She just.
Yeah, when she does that, I see, okay, I can turn around and walk away as well, so I do that.
All right.
And I'm kind of a bit proud of myself. I think I handled this very well.
So we're going to follow Silas as she's walking out. You are walking out into the parking lot, and you turn around, and stiffly you see Rhea walking out of her store. Rhea, where do you typically go when you're finished at work?
I normally stay in the strip mall for a while longer, just to like watch people, in the hope that I someday maybe figure out what this is all about.
So Silas, you see that she's walking out, and she's gonna stop at her regular bench to people watch. Silas, what are you gonna do?
Well, kind of. Yeah, I'll go see what she's doing. I mean, I'm hyped up on speed now, so my mind's going 1,000 things a minute. She can sit quietly and watch people, and I can heckle them. It's I'll go walk over and see what she's doing.
Yeah, I'm just sitting on the bench, really stiff, like she normally doesn't even blink. It's kind of strange, but yeah, okay. It's maybe kind of calming to you.
I lean over and I say, "Don't forget to blink."
Oh, yes. Thank you very much. I will remember this in the future. I will jot it down for further reference.
You could also just You don't have to. I mean, it's fine. Just the unblinking stare. People may start to worry.
Yes,
You
they
know,
seem to tend
it's
to worry, but it is because my father is dead.
Oh.
you don't blink because your father's dead. Honey, you need to
Yes,
think of a
that
better story than
that
that.
is correct.
You need to build up some kind of story behind this. People are going to start to question this, don't you think?
Question what?
Well, that's like saying I blow my nose because my father's dead. I mashed up these pills and no, wait, that's a bad example. Um, but
As
you
you both
can't
are
blame
talking,
everything.
you see Gabby is about to cross you guys the direction. Silas, why is it that you don't like Gabby and you continuously try to throw food at her?
There's just something about Gabby. I mean, this is, she's hyper, and she thinks she called me a Swiftie once when I was listening to Taylor Swift because Taylor Swift is a beautiful muse that encapsulates all of emotion, human emotion, and she therefore assumed that we were friends, and I was having none of that. And she isn't even good enough to eat, basically. That's how I feel about her. Fucking Gabby.
Ooh.
Rhea, what are your emotions towards Gabby?
I think she's actually, well, my personal emotions are very basic, but she was a very good friend, like one of the best friends of Ria Prime. So she always comes over and tries to do fun stuff, and I'm kind of grateful for that because she's the one I can go out like to party or watch movies or something. But lately it's been a bit complicated between us because I don't know. She says I've changed.
So Gabby walks over, seeing Rhea there, and you
Oh
see that she
God.
hesitates. She sees Silas. Um, so she looks like she's building up her confidence, and she goes over to Rhea. She's like holding up a bag. She's like, "Happy birthday, Rhea."
Oh God.
Hmm.
What's in the bag, Gabby?
And I'm kind of like, I have to go along with it. Oh yes, thank you very much. It is my birthday today. Yes, but actually
Okay.
my birthday was like back 2 days before or something.
Yeah, she's sort of like, actually, it was 2 days ago, but I didn't want you to think that I was ignoring you. Um,
Oh,
and
I would never think that. You are a very, very nice person, Gabby.
and
There's something in my eye, Gabby. Oh, jeez. Oh, oh, oh. Got it. Got it.
so she hands over the bag, and it's a small little box in there. Are you gonna open it up?
Yeah, sure.
And it is a pair of earrings, and she's like, "Yeah, remember that you said that you liked them and you wanted to get them a while back? Well, I asked my mom, and she said it was fine, and I hope that your mom's cool with you wearing them."
Yes, of course. Thank you very much. I remember I liked them a lot. Yes.
Okay.
That's a genuine response, Gabby, right there. And I give her a huge smile.
I think you need to roll to shut down. Silas.
Okay. 2d6.
Yeah, and that's with your cold. You have two, so
Okay. 1 plus 3 plus 2. So that is 5. No, 6. 6.
um. So Gabby looks at you and sort of like gives a smirk, which is kind of rare because Gabby's just a very nice girl apparently. And she's like, "You know what? At the least I don't have my face plastered on YouTube shoving two corn dogs down my mouth. bye! And she walks away.
I just look at Rhea and I say, some people consider that a talent.
It's a very impressive talent, I'm sure.
Thank you. Thank you. I could be a speed eater.
So we're gonna go over to Misha and Izzy, which are closing up the store. And while you're closing up the store, you find like two 12-year-olds that are over at the drum sets. And they are playing the drums like pretty loudly, as if imagining themselves in a rock band and doing drum solos. What is your reaction?
Right. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna go over. Hey kids.
All yours, Izzy.
What's up?
They're like, what?
Well, it's almost closing time, and much as I'd love to let you guys play around, I'm gonna have to kick you out.
Why are you gonna kick us out? Don't you just love our like playing to begin with? I thought the customer is always right.
Well, that's the theory, yeah.
And the kid just sort of keeps drumming, and the other one is like quietly, and the other one is still drumming, and they seem to be going at the same time. They're just staring at you while they're doing this.
Okay. So the
walk away.
lights in that area of the store go off.
Alright, I want Misha to roll not shutting down. I just feel really bad for you guys because you guys have horrible hot, but Abe's gonna manipulate an NPC.
I walked away and shouted for Misha. Misha, all yours.
Oh Jesus. So I walk over and actually hit the overhead lights off, and as I'm walking over to the area, I'm going to actually like turn on some like stage lights that we have set up as a demo, and be like, 30 seconds, you little fuckers, solo, and then get out.
Alright, they're gonna play, and they actually leave on the 30 seconds just because you put stage lights on, and apparently that's enough to convince 12-year-old boys that they are rock stars. So around this time is when the mall is sort of shut down, everybody's ready to go home, and a text message goes through to everybody on their cell phones. This text message reads, is a party that has been given an invite. Who is this text from?
It's from Christy.
And who is Christy?
Cheerleader. It's a cheerleader name. I'm sorry, I have to say it now.
Definitely is. Yeah, go for it.
Head cheerleader. Party at her father's mansion. I don't know.
Yeah, and the father's mansion happens to be really close to the Reader family's house. There's not going to be anyone there. It's a mass text, so they obviously weren't looking at who it was. So there's a few of you that know that even though it's an open invitation, you will not be welcome. And so everyone has been invited. Misha, what is your reaction to this mass text?
I'm gonna go. I'm definitely gonna go. Christy's kind of hot, and like her friends are, and you know it's been a slow year, and
it's been a slow year, said the kid that was adopted like from a weird government experimental lab.
I just want to be around some normal people. And maybe kiss them.
Izzy, what is your reaction to the party?
When did I give this number out to somebody? I don't
Everybody got the
remember.
text. You're like, did I get the number right?
Yeah. It's like, oh, I've been invited to a party. I guess I should go.
So you guys both notice as while you're walking out that you both were texted at the same time. Are you gonna say anything to each other, or do you two never just hang out? It's only hanging out within store hours.
So, Izzy, what are you up to tonight?
Well, there's this party. So, I've got invited, so I think I'll go. But,
Oh. Must have just been a blast. I was going to see if, like, if you hadn't got a message, I was going to see if you wanted to come along. Because, like, we work together all the time. You know. We never really hang out or anything, so.
Well, yeah, we can, hang out. Yeah, sure. What do people bring to parties?
If you got any weed or beer, it's usually appreciated.
I can bring beer.
Well, that's a start.
I really do love that the two, one of the awkwardest social characters are asking what to bring. Let's see. Izzy, you have 2 strings on Rhea. And why is that again?
Rhea. Because I know that she is not who she appears to be.
Okay. So, are you wondering if Rhea's going to go to the party? Because she just seems to mirror what everyone else does.
Yeah, actually, I'm wondering where she is because I've decided to keep an eye on her because, like, she replaced somebody, and I'm not sure that's a good thing.
Alright, and so when you're walking out, you see the fact that Silas and Rhea are still sitting at that park bench, not the park bench, the bench outside of the strip mall. Rhea is still sort of unblinking, but blinking whenever Silas, like, twitchily leans over and whispers something. Silas, I imagine, is still sort of fidgeting her legs and casting glares. Are you going to walk over to them, or what are you going to do?
I'm gonna walk over. So,
Alright.
what's up? You guys are out early.
Oh, hey. Say hello, Rhea.
Hello, Misha. And when I see Misha, I'm kind of smiling at him.
Hey, Rhea.
So,
hey,
are you going to the social gathering later?
The what?
I think she means
oh my god, that party that we got texted about, it's gonna be like the best thing ever. No parents. I roll my eyes.
Oh yeah, that one. I was thinking about maybe going. I was going to do something else, but, you know, that sounds okay.
Yeah, I'll be going.
Well, I'm glad you are coming, Misha.
Thanks. Okay, yeah, so I'm going to go, yeah.
Hey, isn't the house near yours?
Huh?
Doesn't Christy live near you?
Yeah, she lives over on the good side of the tracks, over near me.
The good side of the tracks. Anything away from my trailer seems like the good side of the tracks. So, but okay, sounds good. Rhea, are you sure you want to go? When you
Yeah,
go, maybe
yeah,
don't mention your dad.
yeah. Are you sure you want to go?
Why? Why should I not mention my dad?
Just don't like it's a downer, and a party's kind of an upper, and sometimes they don't mix that well.
Okay, so what should I mention?
Well, stuff you like, when you're making small talk with people, like this very awkward conversation that we're all having together.
Yes, I like things.
You can talk. Okay, talk about the earrings that Gabby gave you. That's a nice thing, right? You like sparkly things, shiny,
Yes,
light.
the earrings are very nice.
Okay. Well, why don't you talk about that? Gabby gave you a nice gift. And Gabby's a little slut. No, don't say that. You can say that. Don't say that.
And
You can
actually, I
say
think at
it.
that moment, I lean over to you and put the earrings out of the box, like lean on your shoulder, and kind of ask you, can you put them on for me? I think I always find this kind of difficult. I think I'm trying to turn Silas on, maybe not intentionally, but maybe unintentionally. I'm
Yeah,
very
I
bad
think
at
you
hot,
are.
but
But
let's
touchy
try.
touchy in
Let's
front of the
try.
boys.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, no, maybe not. But at least I gain experience.
Yeah, you gain experience. What did you roll? It was
3?
you obviously like failed it so badly. Uh,
Yeah, maybe even
uh,
for Ghoul, when you look into her eyes, into Ria's eyes, I mean, you there's really nothing in them. You only see your own reflection, and it's kind
so,
of
Silas, what was it at that moment that sort of disgusted you or made you think, "Oh God, I'm not putting those on her"?
I think it. Maybe it's all the speed talking, but things are things are moving really fast, and like she said, she kind of just she looks too fake. It's not like I like dirty things or anything like that, but just
It's almost like putting a dress on a doll, kind of
yeah,
yeah,
thing that you
exactly.
felt.
and at first, I guess it also freaked me out because at one point I thought I saw something within her, and I just realized that maybe I didn't. And I kind of I say, "Oh, you just, this isn't you can put it on before the party. I just don't want to touch something Gabby touched. You know how it is, cooties
Um,
and.
Izzy, do you know that Gabby sort of has a crush on you?
I think I'm pretty oblivious.
You're pretty oblivious.
Yeah.
But are you friends with her?
Yeah, I try and talk to her whenever she's in. Well, she seeks me out whenever she's in, and we talk. So, well, she
And
talks mostly,
Misha,
but I
since it
listen.
seems like you're a little bit obvious to it for some magical reason, do you say anything with the fact that Silas is all like, "Ooh, I don't want to touch anything that Gabby's touched," or do you just let the girls bicker among themselves?
No, I chime in somewhere in there. Yeah, speaking of uppers, what crawled up your ass? I thought you and Gabby got along.
I just look at him and I'm like, a bunch of fucking pills that I found in the bathroom. That's what crawled up my ass, Misha. No, Gabby and I don't get along. She is annoying and irritating and far too joyous to deal with while you're wearing a mustard yellow shirt and working at a hot dog stand for the rest of your foreseeable future.
Well, you just got fired, so.
I will get my job back. That manager is a softy pushover. I feel like I can intimidate him back into getting my job. Who else is going to work there? That's my question. That's what I open with every time he fires me. I just go back the next day and I'm like, who else is going to work there?
So you're just gonna shake it off, or what?
Yeah, I am going to shake it off.
Oh!
Thank you. I'm going to shake it off. And you know what? You don't have to be so mean or liar or pathetic. means you'll end up alone in life and mean. Just mean.
She's giving off Taylor Swift quotes just in case, everybody. All right,
But yes,
so let's disperse here. So, everyone apparently is going to go to the party. It's still questionable if Sela's actually going to do that or not. Everybody goes home. So my question is, Ria, what is typically your home situation seems sort of scattered, right?
Yeah.
From what you're telling us. So when you get home, your brother is there with the neighbor's kid who happens to be his best friend, and there's like, okay, all right. So I got my clothes. I got my tennis shoes. I'm just gonna go over and maybe like grab something to eat, and then he stops and he sees you. And he's like, "Oh, hi."
Hi, are you moving out?
I'm just sleeping over at Anthony's.
Yeah, maybe it would be better if you just stayed there. Yeah, I mean, I think this is a very good idea, but I don't realize, of course, that I'm kind of telling my not really little brother to
Younger
just
brother to never come
lost.
back.
Yeah.
He looks at you sort of teary-eyed, and he's like, "Fine, maybe I won't come back."
I think you will be happier with Pete or whatever the neighbor kid is called.
So Anthony's standing there while your brother sort of like walks and storms off to the bedroom to go get whatever he needs, and Anthony's like, "Ria, you turned into a real bitch."
I'm just trying to help him. I don't understand why you are upset.
You're his sister.
No, I think you are being a bitch.
He's like, sorry, I couldn't stop laughing. Ria's so perfect. He's like, I don't understand. You know what? Everyone's right what they say about you.
What do they say?
You haven't heard what they say about you?
I mean, they say a lot of things, but what specifically?
I feel like you're sort of attempting to get something out from him. So
Yeah.
I think you're trying to manipulate an NPC, which sadly enough is with Hot. So that's a 7.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so out of a 7, I'll do it. That's a 7. Give them a bribe, a threat, or a motive to do. So I need to tell you what it is that will make them tell you what it is. So I think you're gonna have to threaten him or bribe him in order to get him to tell you what you want to hear.
Well, I think threatening him is nicer.
Hey, you've been hanging out with Silas a lot, so that's your second nature now.
And it's a good idea. She's a great role model for me.
So how are you gonna threaten him?
Yeah, I think back to the time Sela threw the corn dog at Gabby's head.
Oh my god.
And I just take like my parents have a real heavy bronze statue or something on their sideboard, and I don't realize that it's maybe if you throw that at somebody, it's not really healthy. So I take that and kind of attempt to throw it at his head, but it like goes past him and hits the wall gets stuck in the wall, and he just like stares at me.
Yeah, he's like,
And I'm very calmly ask him again, what do they say about
he's staring at you wide-eyed, having almost kind of like had to duck that thing because he really thought that you weren't gonna throw it. He's like, "You're a fucking psycho. You don't show emotion. Look at you right now. Nothing."
I'm totally showing emotion!
And your brother pops out, and he's like, he grabs Anthony and he leaves, slams the door shut. And throughout all this noise that's been going on, your mother actually walks out of the room. She's sort of drowsy. She has been wearing the same clothes for over a week now. And she's like, What? What is going on?
Nothing.
What? What is this doing on the floor? It's like she realizes like what's been crumbled on the floor is, and then what's stuck in the wall. And she looks at you. She's like, Ria, did you do this?
No.
Ria, stop lying to me.
But how do you know I'm lying? I'm not lying. I'm telling the truth.
You're standing right here, and that thing was right beside you, and suddenly it's in the wall.
In this moment, I don't really know how to deal with it, so I just say, I have to leave. I have a meeting. And I just kind of turn around and walk away.
I think you're rolling to shut down.
Yeah.
Or not, you're rolling to run away, it sounds like.
Yeah, okay.
So which of the two? Do you want to shut down, or are you trying to run away?
I think it's more shut down. Let's see.
Well, shut down, your turn.
I'm using dark.
Yeah.
To shut somebody down, so I'm at an 11.
Okay, so you rolled 11. You successfully shut her down. Your mother bursts into tears, and she goes back into her bedroom as you make your attempt to leave. Where do you decide to go, or do you stay there after you realize your mother's not going to come out of her bedroom?
I go to the party later on, but when I shut somebody down, I can give them a condition. So I would like to give my mother the condition that she's actually scared of me. Because, you know, the dark move is my inhuman gaze, and maybe when I just turned around once and looked at her, it was this suspicious, creeping feeling that maybe that's not her daughter anymore.
So what's the condition you gave her again?
That she's scared of me, or she's afraid. Let's just call it.
Okay.
Scared. I mean, she probably already is anyway, but...
Yeah, this is just, you're lying, you're doing all this horrible stuff. We're gonna go over to I want to go over to Izzy. Izzy, what is your home life like? Are you adopted? Do you live by yourself?
I'm gonna say I'm adopted. I was found wandering, with amnesia and put in the foster care system. So ended up here. Live in the tower block with my foster parents. Haven't thought of a name for them.
Okay, no problem with that. Do you have any other siblings, or is it just you?
Maybe a younger brother.
Okay. So when you get home,
brother.
Yeah, when you get home, your younger brother is playing outside with a couple of the other kids. What do you do? Do you stop to talk to your brother, or do you just immediately go inside?
Hey, what's going on?
And they're just like, oh, just, nothing. We're just playing here. Just hanging out here. Apparently, Anthony and that other kid, Peter, Ben, are gonna come over, and we're gonna go have a sleepover at Anthony's house.
Well, do I know Anthony? Or,
You know that Ben happens to be Ria's younger brother.
oh, that's Ria's brother, isn't it?
Yeah, and when you are mentioning it, you see Anthony and Ben are walking over towards them. Ben you could recognize immediately because he actually does sort of look like Ria, except there's actually a soul behind his eyes, and he blinks. So,
Can I tell if he's upset or anything? Or is it,
he looks like he's been crying, and Anthony looks sort of just kind of angry.
hey, what happened?
Anthony looks around. He's like, Rhea was a huge fucking psycho. She threw this thing at me after I told her that she was being awful to Ben.
Oh, yeah, she's not been herself lately, has she?
And Ben looks up, and she told me not to come back home.
Well, I think that's maybe a good idea just for maybe a that night or two. You know, if she's throwing stuff at that's kind of dangerous. She could have hurt somebody.
And Ben goes, sometimes I wish it was her that left and not my dad. And he just runs off to go play with the kids, and the rest of the kids are sort of like staring awkwardly. Which gives a weird implication. Do you stick around to talk to the kids, or do you just go back into the house and see how you get ready?
Yes, I'll go back into the house.
And so your mom is there, and she's preparing dinner. She's sort of just cheerful, and she's like, "Oh, hey, how was work?"
It was slow. It was not a lot of people were looking for music today.
Well, you know you don't
Well,
have to work, but your father and I are very proud that you're doing that. It just shows that you're very independent.
yeah. Uh, yeah. Thanks for everything. Help me get the job and stuff.
Oh, not a problem. I mean, you're so good with instruments, it'd just be weird to just throw you anywhere else. It's better than working at a fast food restaurant. You don't smell like grease. Um, and she's putting everything down, and she sort of pauses, and she's like, so do you have any plans for tonight?
There's a party on I thought I might go to.
Oh, okay. What house are you going to?
It's what I say. What was it, Christie's?
Yeah, Christie's.
Christie.
Oh, is
It's
that across from the old Silver's house?
yeah, I think it is. Yeah.
Okay, I mean, I was pretty surprised how quickly they sold that house, but whatever. Um,
Hmm.
she tells you that she's pretty surprised how quick that house was sold off.
Is that the one that I live in now?
Yes,
Okay.
because remember, you're the new kid, so.
No, just checking.
Really? Why? Is it?
Just, it's a long story. I mean, it's. Your dad was investigating something really awful that happened there, and we never really got clear indications of what had happened, if you understand.
Not really. That's kind of vague.
Well, there was a series of deaths of like young people in the town.
Oh.
It was around the
Uh,
time that like some teenage girls start to die, and it's just just kind of gruesome. Your dad really wasn't the same after the investigation.
Uh, oh well. I'll I'll keep an eye out. Just be careful, I guess.
Yeah, just also keep your cell phone on. Just do that. And she sort of continues to make dinner and whatnot. Um, do you do anything else? Do you help out, or do you just go to your room and do whatever you need to do?
Help out with the dishes.
Okay. Are you particularly religious? Because it seems like your family isn't. Do you go to church by yourself, or is it more like you're just an angel that fell from the heavens and doesn't follow anything?
I'm keeping a low profile, so going to church, going into his house, that probably he might sense me there or something. So I'm just trying to not get noticed by
Yeah.
heaven right now.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna move along with Misha. Misha, what is your family life like?
Mom and Dad get along pretty well. Every once in a while, they say things about how the house is kind of creepy. Now that
Yeah.
you've mentioned it again, but they're just kind of joking about it, like silverware is in the wrong spot in the drawer and things like that, and they blame ghosts.
Yeah.
So I've almost mentioned, seeing that girl a few times, but
Hmm.
anyways, Mom and Dad get along really well.
Yeah. They seem to have kept your whole past a secret from the rest of the town. It seems like they've kept it fairly quiet. That's the reason that they came here. Nobody really knew who anyone was, and everyone seems to keep to themselves. You particularly don't like the house because of the supposed ghost that's within the bathroom that's right beside your bedroom. And do your parents work a lot, or is it usually like at the least someone's home?
I think tonight they're both working late. Dad kind of does swing shift work, and Mom works at the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
So like late afternoon, early evening is her shift. So when I get in from like school and work, I usually like throw together my own dinner.
Okay. And so this time there's actually like money on the counter just in case if you're interested in buying something and having it ordered. Uh,
Beer.
yeah, your mom left like all the info of what happens. Like if something were to happen, contact me, contact your dad, because you can't contact her on her cell phone just because when she's working at the hospital, there's no way to get to her unless she's actually taking a break. Um, So you get to the house, and already you can hear people sort of getting towards Christie's house, and they're parking in front of your house. Are you going to make a mention to them to not park there, or are you just going to let it slide because you really want to get to that party?
Like, are they up in the driveway and everything, or just on the street?
Just on the street for now.
Oh, that's fine. Whatever.
You're like, I don't give a shit. um, so
As long as it's...
you get into your house, and um, the door swings shut behind you, and just really like a loud like a slam. Do you have any reaction, or you've just gotten to the point that you're just like, I'm just letting it be, whatever?
Um, no, I startle, I jump, and I because that stuff is still spooky as hell. But I've kind of gotten used to it a bit, so I'm like, sorry for intruding.
And when you go into the kitchen, there's like half of the cabinets are open, and you're pretty sure everyone's left everything closed. Just because your mom is very meticulous about how things are left. Do you go about closing them, or do you just leave them alone?
I'm gonna leave them alone. I'm gonna try and feel out where the spirit is wandering in the house right now.
So you're gonna have to roll. Sounds like you're gonna roll
Gaze.
dark for
Yeah.
gaze into the abyss. And how do you gaze into the abyss?
I don't listen to Coldplay. Um, God, I take off my glasses.
You take off your glasses,
Yeah, like
so
I
you
kind
have
of put
like
them up on
that
my
pretty
forehead.
girl moment in a comedy, just sort of and sway your head.
Kind of blink a few times and start looking around. Yeah.
All right, so gaze into abyss. You are rolling with dark.
7 plus 1 is 8, so middling.
All right, so that's an 8 with gaze into the abyss. 7 through 9, you get to choose one. The visions are confusing and alarming, or the visions are lucid and detailed, but they leave you with the condition drained.
I'm gonna go with lucid and detailed, but they leave me feeling drained.
You have a feeling that despite the fact that the ghost appears to be a little girl, she isn't. A little girl, it seems that she's a little bit older, but... Sorry, my dogs decided that they want to communicate with the outside world. Okay, so you get a sensation that this is a ghost that was older, and the reason that they're trying to look like younger is either to get your sympathy or get your attention. They died in this house, and that they're very unhappy with the conditions of their death because they never got buried or were acknowledged that they were dead.
As I'm closing the cabinets, I'm going to say that I'm sorry for the way that they died, and ask them if they can give me a sign what the real story was. That I'm actually here to listen to her.
You see that once you close one of the cabinets and you just sort of walk over to close another one, a cabinet opens up and it closes, but this time it doesn't slam. So, what is your reaction to that?
I'm going to thank her. And yeah, keep trying to reassure that I would actually help if she could tell me what's going on somehow.
Alright, we're gonna skip over towards the party for now. It's been an hour or two. It's starting off around 7. There's already people outside of it. There's a lot of people there, which makes me wonder, Silas, did you go home and change, or what did you do?
Yeah, I went home and changed into a really big baggy black jumper with black leggings and black combat boots. Yeah, and ate my pounds and pounds of raw ground meat so that I can go to a social situation without wanting to rip someone's throat out.
Well, you always look like you're about to rip someone's throat out no matter what
But
happens.
that's the effect that I try to get on people. But the inner workings, I want to repress that.
So you realize you're one of the first people to get to the party. Do you text anybody to see if you know anyone there, or are you gonna like linger around like a little creep?
Oh yeah, they won't like that. I'm gonna linger. I linger a bit around the edges of the party.
So when you get in, I imagine that you go over to grab a drink.
Yeah,
There's
for sure.
there's a keg there with really just watered down beer. They're obviously saving the good stuff for later or for the rest of their friends. Matthew goes over to you, and Matthew's like, "What's up?"
Oh, hey, Matthew.
See, you're wearing your finest leggings right there, young lady.
Oh, God. I look over to Matthew and I say, yes, I am. Aren't they so brilliant and black? Would you
I
like a
would love,
beer?
yeah, especially if you're gonna bend over to get it for me.
How about you bend over and get me a beer?
So you can stare at my luscious ass,
Yes.
and he winks.
I just say, yep, that's why. It's luscious and soft. And I look at him like,
So he goes and grabs you a beer, oblivious, because this is Matthew. He's like, so where are your friends? Are you riding
um,
solo tonight?
I oh yeah, obviously the hordes of friends that I have are going to come later because obviously they don't show up at a party at this time like a loser. I look around, suddenly realizing that I'm at a party at like 7 o'clock in the evening.
And he stretches his arms out and he puts his arm around your shoulder and he's like, we could always waste some time before your friends come over.
Oh, Matthew, are you going to give me more than a minute of your time? Because otherwise I think we should end this conversation.
A minute, baby. I can go for a very long time. I just need the right sort of muse.
Um, oh God. Am I hungry? No, no, I'm not hungry, am I? Um, Matthew, listen, you seem like a nice boy, but I think that this wouldn't work out. I'd ruin you in the worst ways possible.
I am wondering if you are trying to shut him down. It seems like that's
Um,
a lot that you do, you poor thing. Which is
I
okay, you're rolling with cold, so you should do fine if you want to do that.
yeah, I'm trying to shut him down. This is,
Okay.
I feel like I can do better. Just because I live in a trailer and I work at the Pretzels and Corn Dog doesn't mean that I don't dream of getting the golden boy and living happily ever after with him.
Or the golden girl, whichever comes
Or yeah,
first.
yeah, that's non-discriminate. Then I have an 8. So
Okay, with an 8, let's see what it says here. Uh, choose one, you give each other conditions, or each lose a string on each other. You don't have any strings on Matthew, so I'm assuming you give each other a condition. What condition are you going to give Matthew?
what can they be?
It could be anything, like, for example, Ria's mother has afraid. It can be, like, embarrassed, ashamed.
Oh, I just started describing what I would do to him, and he's disgusted.
Oh, God. I'm really afraid to ask what you would do.
I just start with Matthew bend over again, and I just start describing pretty heinous things to him until he just makes an excuse to leave me alone.
So I'm guessing it's like that weird, disgusted, turned on thing. Like you don't really, like he's really
It's like the
confused.
reason yeah, it's the reason like people tell you about Two Girls in One Cup, but you never actually watch it. That's kind of what Matthew has for me.
Oh, that's horrible. He's
I'm
gonna
sorry.
walk away.
I'm trying to yeah. He's
It's okay, Liz. You don't have to be PG-13. We're all adults here. Until somebody finally hangs up on the call and never comes back. um, so I want to go over to Ria. Ria, are you making your way over to the party?
Yeah, I'm also pretty early because, I mean, it says 7, so I'm trying to be there at 7. I always obey my text messages.
So, you get there, and there's a few people that look kind of shocked that you're there, kind of. Um, Christy's there, and she is telling people where to put stuff, and she sees you. She's like, "Oh, Ria, I didn't think you came to these things anymore."
Um, why? I mean, I was at the things before, wasn't I?
Yeah, up until you just decided to become a loser, hanging out with people like Silas. Gosh, who calls their kid that?
Yes, it's such a weird name. I mean, total loser.
And, what is this getup that you're wearing right now?
I normally choose my clothes. I look at pictures, old pictures from Ria Prime, and I just choose these clothes because I think it's appropriate. So it's like 5 years ago. It's totally not cool.
He's like, are you like in... You look like you're in 4th grade. It's kind of pathetic.
But I mean, this is what I were before, so it's. I think it's good.
No, it's not good. It makes you look like a fucking loser.
Yes, it does.
Ria, I don't think you should just be in this party. You're just gonna make yourself look bad.
No, I think I will stay a little longer.
I don't know what she should roll just because it's like.
I can shut her down, okay?
I'm wondering if you are shutting her down. It's just I love Ria because there's just no emotion. So let's go with shut down.
Yeah, 8.
8. Let's see. You each give each other a condition, I guess.
Yes,
So
please.
what condition do you want to give Christy?
Something along like she's her social standing is a bit shaky because I just don't leave, and she's there with all her cool friends, and they're normally like she's the queen, and she's like, you leave, and everybody
Okay,
does
so
that.
I'm guessing she's gonna get intimidated. I think I'm gonna put for you paranoid.
Yeah, okay.
Which reminds me, I needed to give a condition to Silas. So Silas, you're gonna get the conditioned. What's a good condition after shutting down a boy? After you made them disgusted. I guess. Liz, stop shivering around. uh, I can't go Taylor Swifted because that doesn't make sense.
Swifted, yes, best condition in the world. It's like that's how you feel. You like slightly empowered, but you want to write a song about it because you
I
just
think
shut
I'm
down
gonna
a
go
guy.
scorned before we actually get into debate about that.
So my condition is
You're paranoid. You're
paranoid. Paranoid. Oh, that's nice.
all right. So we're gonna go over to Izzy. Izzy, around what time do you get to the party, or are you like everyone else that gets there at 7 o'clock on the dot?
They said 7. They said 7.
I love this group. They're like, it said 7. You're supposed to be there at 7. So you get there and you like see that everyone's gathered. Ria is you seen is just sort of having this weird stare down with Christy. Silas is probably in a corner somewhere, eating like raw ground beef. That's just a lie, but that's just how I imagine her. Gabby is in the living room with a few other friends talking. What are you gonna do?
Well, I couldn't bring beer, so I put down a bag of nachos. Stack.
Lame.
And sort of look around awkwardly because I don't know what I'm supposed to do when I get into these places.
So when you walk in and you see Gabby, she sees you and just gives you a wave. Um, you see Ria is standing there awkwardly. So which one of the two would you prefer to go to?
I wave at Gabby, and then I'm gonna go over to Ria. It said, Ria, can we talk?
She turns around and she looks at you and she says, "You are following me, aren't you?"
No, I came to the party same as you.
No, I mean always.
Can we talk?
You're watching me.
Yeah, well, you're watching everybody.
Yeah, because they talk about me. And she leans a bit
Sorry,
closer to you and says, "I think everybody talks about me, but when I'm not there."
well, that's because you haven't been acting like you lately. I wonder why that is. Ria, why is that?
But I am acting like me. I mean, I am me.
Acting.
I lean close to her ear and say, "No, you're not."
I think Ria needs to hold steady because he obviously knows that you're faking it and you're in a social situation, and I feel like you're already paranoid.
Yes, I wanted to punch him anyway, but okay.
Do it.
No, I'm totally not. Hold steady. No. 5.
5. Oh god, you do not hold steady. You are having a meltdown. What kind of meltdown does a hollow have?
Yeah, I mean, I'm paranoid, so that means this is my main emotion right now. So when he leans forward, I actually just push him back and go, "You're onto me! You're onto me!" And I just
Oh shit.
run outside and look for a place to hide.
So
How
you're
strong is
running
a
away.
hollow?
I'm sure she didn't hurt you. She pushed you away.
no.
You're just now in this awkward situation. Ria, I need you to roll to run away.
No. 5 again.
Oh god, it's 5. Let's see the runaway.
No.
You run out And when you go outside, you're right in front of uh, Misha's house. And when you look outside of Misha's house, you see something in the window, and you're already paranoid, you're already freaked out, and it feels like you're looking into a mirror
So
of yourself from
obviously,
a
I should
distance.
go into his house and hide there.
Oh my god. So, do you go over to the house and do you knock on the door, or do you just try to go in?
I would just look for some open windows. Maybe the door is open.
Misha, you're about
Okay.
to like leave. Are you a punctual person, or were you gonna let like 5 minutes pass before you went over to Christy's house?
I was gonna wait a little bit longer. I was actually gonna like take one of my parents' bottles from the alcohol cabinet, one of like the half full ones that they wouldn't miss, and like bring that as peace offering.
So you are like, you have that bottle in your hand, and you're sort of debating which one, and you're sort of weighing them to see which one is lighter, kind of thing, and you hear like the doorknob jiggling in your front door. Um, why do I have this image of Rhea just yelling at the house, "Let me in"? Like not even acknowledging that someone's in there.
Is
Just her
that
talking
what
to
you're
the
doing?
door. um,
Yeah, I'm probably shouting something like, "I know you are watching me. I saw you."
So you hear somebody yelling, "I know you're watching me. I saw you." At the door, and you already think that there are ghosts in the house. What is your reaction?
um, I'm not gonna open the door, even if I recognize like what I think is the voice. God, hold on one sec. Can I spend my string on Izzy to offer him XP to go running off after Rhea, but like
No,
totally
because
turn
you're
the
not
wrong
in
way
the
out the
same
door?
location. You don't know what's going on right now. And I don't know if Izzy's ever told you that he's been watching
Okay.
her.
I just
Um,
the
And
moves.
just
I didn't know
banging
if
on
they
the door
could.
outside.
banging on the door.
Okay.
That's when you actually hear the voice that you've been wanting to speak to you for a very long time. And it's a female voice. It almost sounds like Ria's voice, but it isn't Ria's voice because it actually holds some emotion and it sounds scared. And it says to you, "Don't let her in. She's just an imitation."
Fine then. I won't. And I'm saying this out loud to myself. Um,
Ria,
but I'm
you can
gonna.
hear someone murmuring behind the door, despite the fact that you've insisted that they let you in. And you hear him say, "Fine, then I won't." What is your reaction? You want to desperately be in this house.
I think I would just like smash a window and then get inside.
Yeah.
Oh
Alright,
my
I'm
god.
gonna make a break there. I'm gonna go back to Silas and Izzy. I love Ria so
Jesus.
much.
I was gonna walk outside. I was going to just leave the house with you, but no.
uh, Ria's throwing shit at people. like, um, Silas, you were like in your corner. I jokingly said that you were eating raw meat, even though I'm sure that you're not. You just saw that Izzy and Ria had sort of an encounter, that they were sort of leaning, whispering to one another, and that she
Okay.
had pushed Izzy and yelled, "You're on to me, I know it," and ran off. Silas, what
Okay.
are you gonna do? Are you gonna go to Izzy and ask him what the heck was going on, or
Yeah, I just walk up behind him. I tap him on the shoulder and I'm like, dude, what the fuck?
She's dangerous.
I'm gonna need more than that. I pour him a beer.
I'm
What do you mean
underage.
she's dangerous?
Uh, uh, she's not her.
Nah, I'm still not following.
The- uh, I don't know how to explain. The 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 body is there, but there's no soul behind the. There's she doesn't have she doesn't have a soul. Or,
That's pretty harsh to say. I mean, she's kind of a weirdo, but I mean, that's hardcore. I mean, that's worse than me flinging something at Gabby's head. I mean, how do you know this, actually? And are you drunk? I mean, where does this come from?
I just I see things sometimes.
Come on, you can do
uh,
it.
do what?
Spit it out.
I can see uh the way the I can see the song the eternal song.
Okay. I take I take a
Uh
sip of my beer. Um, so she's soulless. Why the fuck do you care?
because she could hurt somebody. She
Why?
she
She's not gonna hurt anybody. And if she does,
she
rightfully so.
she threw something that at one of her brother's friends that could have really hurt him. Uh, I'm I'm just worried and have to do something about it. I have to try and save her, the real her, somehow.
Okay. So you're trying to save the real her and prevent her from hurting people, but you just let her run out of here alone.
I was gonna go after
I
her.
don't want to be Captain Obvious, but maybe you should go after her or something. I mean, if you're really trying to have her not hurt people, then
Yeah. I should go check on where she went. Great party.
you're
Great
obviously
start.
not good at meddling. I'll help you. I grab his hand and I start pulling him out of the party.
Um,
So you're
I
gonna
grab
um,
take
all
him.
I grab like a handful of gummy bears as I leave. By the way.
All right. We're gonna take a small break just in case. So, those watching, it'll be a few minutes, so everybody can have a break to grab food or go to the bathroom, and we will be shortly returning. You guys are all horrible people, but I love you. Especially Rhea. Rhea's now my favorite. Sorry, Silas. Like,
She's my favorite too.
alright,
Oh, but I'm not even a person.
perfect. Oh, Sean, you look so lonely. I can't hear you. You're muted.
Well, I might look lonely, but I've got someone crawling in the front window now, so that's fun.
I forgot for a minute that was in game. I was like, what the fuck, dude?
Oh yeah, also, I watched that videotape, and now 7 days later, someone's crawling into my living room? No, wait, it's just her.
It's just creepy Rhea crawling into your life.
I love Rhea.
I love that she's not even in her darkest self. She's already like fucking shit up. She's like, let me in your house.
She doesn't mean
She's the
it.
darkest
She
self.
doesn't mean
No, I
it.
don't know. I'm just.
She's blameless.
Life is so complicated. I'm a
She
teenager.
has high emotions. Because she's
I wanna do
hollow.
something
She
with
doesn't
this.
know what the fuck is going on. Alright, is Robert back? Alright, he's not back yet, so you can just wait. I'm so glad I put multiple things out in order feelers for you guys, because I was like, I know nobody ever goes exactly the way the plot plans, so just like put multiple things.
I actually really like how this moment that's happening right now devolved from I'm about to text Rhea to I'm going to let her in to she's busting in through the window. Somewhere in there, the ghost was like, no, don't. And I was like, okay, I'm just going to walk outside and I'm just going to mic drop the ghost, whatever. I'll talk to you later. Nope.
That's
Yeah,
like
it's
far
literally-
too reasonable.
Yeah. Never take the easy way.
I love that in Monsterhearts is always like, remember to make the monsters human, and there's that, there's Rhea going, fuck your house! For now, we're just waiting for Robert to come back, as we have one viewer probably watching us thinking, what the fuck are they all talking about?
I'm just very worried if Rhea keeps taking the semi-bad things that I do and just extrapolating them tenfold.
I still love the fact that, like, Rhea excuses him for throwing something is like, Sela does it all the time!
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously normal.
I really feel like this may make me change my ways. You know?
I love how, like, Liz came in all like, you know, I'm gonna play this horrible character. I don't care. I'll love her even more. But now she's like, oh god, she's influencing somebody.
Yeah, I think that is ultimately Silas's biggest fear. If she would influence anybody in anything, and it's coming true. That's why she's so prickly and horrible.
And now you've got this duckling following you around.
Well, it's like a Hulk duckling. It's like the duckling that could, you know.
That good.
That's fine.
This is one of the few times that I've ever, like, because typically when I run Monsterhearts, I'm like, alright, I would probably do this as a whole, like, series if I could. This is one of the few times that I'm like, no, this is good as a one shot, because I don't know if this person can stay as creepy as they are for, like, 5 more sessions.
I have faith in Rhea. She could.
We will see.
Like, not even Anne, who's playing her, has faith in her. I love that she's like, So now to wait for Robert to get here.
Buddy's making a sandwich or something.
I was debating on a sandwich.
Back.
Hey.
Alright, so previously on Monsterhearts, Maria was about to smash in the window to get into Misha's house. So, Ria, were you selecting You're gonna smash into his house?
Yeah, just like a stone or maybe like a
Okay, so you're rolling.
garden gnome or something.
I'm guessing what you're doing is
Lash out probably, huh?
lash out physically.
Okay.
At the
While she's doing
house.
that, I'm going to try and run out the front door and stop her, but
Yeah, a
So
7 at least.
that's a 7.
Hmm.
Hold on, let me look. Yeah, that is. So lash out physically. Let's look. 7 through 9, you choose one. You give them the string. They may deal you one harm, or you become your darkest self. Which one do you pick?
Yeah, I mean, I think I don't really use a stone. I just smash the window with my bare hands, so they deal me harm. The house.
You're fucking crazy.
Yeah, I don't know.
Misha,
Body
you're
thing is
you're
kind of
in your house about to go out, and you see a hand go through. Shards of glass like
bleeding.
embedded, and it's bleeding, and she's trying to like break off whatever without like she's pulled the
oh,
sleeves up of on her shirt to try to like get.
I'm gonna run outside and I'm gonna like grab her around the waist and try and pull her away from the window. Uh,
I'm screaming, there's somebody in your house! Let me in!
that was that
Yeah,
was
trying to
me.
hold
Fuck.
on to the windowsill and just like
Misha, I
into
think
the into the
Misha, you
glass shards cutting into
Um,
my hands.
Misha, I think you need to roll to hold steady because this is you just saw her like
yep,
break a window with her bare fucking hands, and she's still yelling to get into your house.
yep. I was gonna try and scanners her, but let's hold steady first. Sure. Fuck.
Oh my
Oh.
Um, Misha, you're fucking terrified of her right now. The alarms of your house start going off. Well, not
No.
the alarms don't start going off. The lights start flickering on and off in your house. Um, and the door starts slamming shut. And there's just this cold wind. All the electronics, like the TV's turning on, like all the stuff is going on and off. We're gonna go back to Izzy and Silas, who were like ready to cross over, and you guys see that the lights are going on and off in the blue house on top of the hill. Izzy, what is your reaction?
Okay, I'm running. I'm running for the house.
You're running towards the house.
Yeah.
Silas, are you following?
Yeah. In for a penny, in for a pound. I throw down the rest of my beer and I run after him.
So you guys are approaching the house. You guys see that the doors are opening and closing. What you see is Ria is outside. There is blood on her hand, like sort of dripping down because she just punched a window. Misha is sort of standing there stunned, looking around, like half between running back into the house or staying there outside. And the house is sort of just, it looks like the house is becoming alive.
Okay. So as I reach the house and standing in front of it, I close
Mm-hmm.
my eyes and I listen, or rather, look into the abyss.
Okay, so you're gonna gaze into the abyss. How? So you
Yeah.
just close your eyes and you're sort of concentrating.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Uh,
you need to roll.
roll. I put
Is
my
Rhea still
dice.
trying to get into the house?
Uh, and then I'm rolling with trespass, which is at 0 right now. That's a 6.
Okay, that's a 6.
Yeah.
You get immediately. You are pushed down by the force that like it. and you know, like, you can't seem to see what it is. You just have this trickling feeling in the back of your back that something horrible has just happened, and Rhea has just triggered it. Uh, Silas, what are you doing?
Is Rhea still trying to get into the house?
Oh yeah, she like the only
Okay.
person that's right between her and that house is like Misha, and
I try to grab her away, and I'm like, are you fucking crazy?
I think you are essentially. I don't want to say. I want you to sort of roll lash out physically, but I'm not saying that you're hurting her. You're trying to pull her away from it. So
Yeah, I don't want to hurt her. Like, I'm just actually trying to get her away from the house.
okay.
Let me.
So let's go with hold steady then, and that's with your
Okay.
cold.
Okay, so that is 9.
So that's a 9. On a 9, I will look. You keep. So you choose one, you keep your cool, or pick an option above and gain the condition terrified. So you can, if you're not going to keep your cool by managing her to grab her and pull her away, you can instead pick remove a condition or carry one forward during the scene.
Okay, and what does carry one forward?
Basically, it'll add a +1 to whatever you decide to do next in this scene.
I just keep my cool, and I put my arms around her and I pull her back, and I'm like, stop, just stop. What are you doing? Calm
So,
down.
Rhea, what is your reaction during all of this?
I actually think after the house started to kind of come alive, how did it feel? Did it feel like it was rejecting me or inviting me?
It feels like it's afraid of you. Like it's not exactly rejecting you, but it's almost like I said, you were staring into a mirror and suddenly it came to realize like something was horribly wrong.
Okay, then I'm still trying to get in, and like Silas is
Holding you back.
holding me back, but I'm still trying to like claw in the earth and crawl towards the house and just say, I know it's inside. I know it's inside. I need to get inside.
Uh,
And it's probably the most emotional you have ever seen her.
All right. I just say, calm down. It's not anything that can't wait 5 seconds. This isn't what normal people do, Rhea. When a house is going batshit insane, just take a beat.
But I know it's inside. I need to find it. It's scared of me.
Use the front door.
Misha, what are you doing?
I've dropped down. I'm sitting cross-legged on the front of the lawn, just kind of holding my knees up, or like kind of holding my knees and rocking. But like seeing Rhea still trying to dig her way into the house, I am gonna try and pull apart her mind for a second and figure out what the hell she thinks is in there.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, there we go. Thank God. 7+. It's not a 10. So scanners, roll with dark to invade someone else's mind. On a 10, I gain a string on them. They must honestly answer a question. On a 9, gain a string on them and choose one. They gain a string on me. I gain the condition creepy. We each take 1 harm. So the question that you don't have to answer is, what are you looking for in there? But we each take a harm from this.
Oh.
So, is she going to answer that, or are you just going to leave it, or do I answer that for you?
The move doesn't make her answer it.
Okay.
On a full hit, she has to answer truthfully. On a full miss, she has to tell me a plausible lie. In the middle, nothing.
I think she feels like there's something in the house that is like herself, and maybe something that could complete her.
All right. So you feel like a blast to your head, Rhea, from the harm that you're taking. It sort of almost knocks you down. And so Sela is still sort of holding you. Sela, you finally feel that she's no longer like flailing about, moving so violently, but you see that she's sort of been zapped. Uh, Misha, what is your condition after having done this to her?
I don't take one from that, but like my condition,
Yeah.
like I'm still on the ground. I'm gonna try and actually crawl towards her. Can I offer her XP to try and crawl towards me too?
Sure. Yeah, I think for a second she just covers her face with her hands, which are bleeding. So everything
And
is
her blood,
full of
right?
blood. And there's also probably her nose is also bleeding from the mind sap. But for some reason, why ever she suddenly turns away from the house and crawls toward Misha and hugs him and kind of just digs her hands into him and holds on like he's a lifeboat in the middle of the ocean or something.
Izzy and Silas, what are your reaction on seeing this?
This is a fucking shit show. I'm happy she's not going for the house anymore, so at this point I just sit down, wipe some blood off my hands, and pull out a cigarette and get a smoke. I don't fucking know what to do with these people anymore.
I'm not comfortable with the two of them being so close.
Nobody likes it. As you guys are sort of holding each other, and then the other two are sort of like staring in confusion, it seemed like it was almost as if all of you were caught in your own little bubble. You guys didn't realize what was going on in the party, what was happening. What you do see from a distance as somebody's approaching the house on the hill is somebody who is holding someone else and they're struggling, and that person seems like a petite young person being held by an older person. When it comes into light, Rhea, you're the one that's going to be surprised, though. You see it's your father. And
What?
and he is holding what it looks to be like Gabby. And he has a gun towards her head, and he has his hand over her mouth, and she's obviously like muffling, screaming. He's holding her very tightly, but one of her hands sort of slip out, and it looks like she's trying to reach out for you. What is everyone's reaction?
Do I know her father, or do I?
If you've been in the town for more than 2 months, probably the only person that doesn't know her father would be Misha, because he's new into the house. Everyone else would know that he disappeared, just mysteriously. Like, it was out of nowhere, and everyone else would probably at least recognize his face.
I am going to look at him and try to figure out if it's really him or if he's like Rhea. So I'm going to gaze into the abyss.
Okay.
Oh, no, I keep trying to do dice roller, but I don't have a dice roller, so. 6.
That's plus your dark.
Yeah, my dark's at 0 right now. My trespass is at
Boy.
0, so
Trespass.
Yeah,
Oh.
so you don't get anything at all. What you feel is when he's noticed that you're staring him down too much, he looks like he's squeezing Gabby so hard that she starts to cry, and he looks at Rhea and tells her to get up.
I am I the only one that's disturbed by the fact that he's holding a young girl and clutching her?
no,
I'm with you.
I mean,
Uh,
Silas stands up. Like, she doesn't know what's going on, and she fucking hates Gabby. But, this is.
Not enough to wish her death.
Well, I mean, if anyone's gonna kill her, it's gonna be me, right? No, just kidding. Can you? What's his last? What's Mr. What's your last name?
Silver.
Mr. Silver. Mr. Silver.
This has nothing to do with you. Rhea, get up.
yeah, Mr. Silver, it has nothing to do with Gabby either. Why don't you let her go?
It sounds like you're trying to manipulate an NPC.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't have a dice roller, damn it.
You want me to throw dice for you?
No, he's got dice there. I think
for
he
me.
just keeps looking up and forgetting.
That's a 5, and I have 0 hot, so that is still a 5.
God. He is going to shoot towards Izzy, like as a warning shot. And he's like, you need to shut the fuck up. Rhea, get up.
I just tried not to react at all, so
I've got my phone in my pocket, and I'm going to try and get the 911 emergency dial thing going on it.
Well, you were freaked out earlier, so I think you need to hold steady while you do this.
Yeah, I probably do. That'll be. Oh, I've got a minus on that. Jeez. Yeah, no, that doesn't work well.
You start fumbling. You start holding your phone. He sees you, and he basically puts the phone up. Like he puts the gun to Gabby's head. Is like, do you really want to do this, kid?
I'll drop the phone. So just.
Yeah, he tells you to kick it over to him, and he stomps on it.
Oh. Oh.
Oh. Silas, what are you trying to do?
I think while he's focused on them, can I try to sort of skate around the side and get behind him somehow, or like at least a little bit out of his field of vision? I don't know what that'd be, but can I do that?
I think you need to hold steady while you're doing that because
Okay.
you're trying to sort of be quiet and be unnoticed.
Yeah.
So you have a +2, so you should probably do decent, hopefully.
Yeah, I have 5 plus 2, so that's 7.
Let's see, 7. You keep your cool or pick an option above and can gain the condition terrified.
Okay. I think I need to keep my cool now because I want to grab something and hit him over the head when I get close enough.
So you're gonna roll out lash out physically then.
Okay.
It's volatile.
Cool. I just pick up a rock or something like that, eh?
Yeah.
How do I, okay, wait, I have to clear and then I have to roll again, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Roll. A 2 and a 4 plus 1 is 7.
So lash out physically with a 7 through 9. Um, Give them a string. They may deal 1 harm to you, or you become your darkest self.
Oh, I think probably this guy deserves it. I think I will become become my darkest self.
Can you read out your darkest self so everybody knows what the hell's gonna happen?
You will maim, kill, and destroy anything between you and the nearest object of your hunger. You will feed relentlessly. You will escape your darkest self when someone restrains you or fends you off long enough to regain your composure, at least for 30 or 40 minutes. Oh shit.
Alright,
Yeah.
so who here is, do you want to eat?
Can I eat this guy? This guy being extremely violent to a girl. It kind of reminds me of my ex.
The girl that reminds you of your ex.
No, the guy who killed, like my ex who killed me. I mean, this guy. If I want to eat anybody,
Yeah,
it's
you
probably
can
him
go
first.
after him.
Okay, cool. I smash him over the head with a rock and I just lunge at him.
Okay, I can't just let you eat somebody. So I'm gonna try and run and tackle you as you're just about to lunge.
I think that would be rolling with volatile, so go for it. And remember, guys, even if you fail, you can mark experience, and I will let you advance, even though I don't know how long this game is gonna last.
Okay, so I rolled 11 finally, and that's +1, so it's 12.
So you did a you did 10, so you get to choose add 1 to the harm, take a string on them, or they must hold steady before they can retaliate in this scene.
I'm thinking either a string or hold steady. I have enough strings in her. She needs to hold steady before she can retaliate.
Alright, so Silas, you are about to take a bite out of Mr. Silver.
No.
As he fell down and let go Gabby. Gabby immediately went over to Rhea, even though she doesn't really hold on to her. She's sort of just crying, holding herself. And then you get tackled by Izzy. What is your reaction?
I still think I'm focused on my target. So I just want him to get the fuck off me so that I can get back to Mr. Silver. So yeah.
Remember, yeah, so you're your darkest self, so you can.
All right. So I
do
first
whatever
have to
you
hold
need to
steady,
do.
right? I actually like. I mean, I don't need to hurt him. I just need to get him off me. So I need to hold steady first, I guess, before I can move, because that's his thingy. So that is a 9.
So on the 9 of hold steady, that means you can keep your cool or pick an option above and gain the condition terrified.
What were the what were the conditions above? Or like what could I choose?
So you can choose to remove a condition, carry 1 forward during this scene.
I'll carry 1 forward. I'm kind of scared that he's gonna keep me away from my food. I'm so hungry.
Okay,
Like I'm so very, very hungry.
So you're going to mark yourself as terrified under your conditions. Everybody please remember, if a person does have conditions, you can use that against them when you roll. So to add a +1 to your roll.
Okay, and I just go for Mr. Silver again, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, that's very high. I'm lashing out physically, aren't I? That's a 8.
That's 8.
Yeah.
So on 8, you can give them a string. They can deal 1 harm to you. You are already in your darkest self, so pick one of those two.
I mean, he still has a gun, right? I think he does harm to me. I don't think he's gonna take this lying down.
So he goes to shoot you, and it grazes your arm, um, trying to get you away. Yet you're so determined that you're sort of like on top of him, and you've left him in a pretty much condition that it looks like all you have to do is just slam his wrist down, and he'll let go of the gun because you've left him pretty weak.
Sweet.
And he's just sort of trying to wrestle you away. He's like, you don't understand what's going on here.
When I'm still my darkest self, I guess. I'm so hungry. I just want one bite, just one bite, and then
Are you like saying this out loud as you're wrestling?
Just one bite.
I kind of am. I just, I grab at like the lapel of his shirt. I just pull down his shirt, and I just want one bite, and I
I want to know what Ria's reaction is to this, seeing that Silas is all like, I'm gonna eat your dad, and not in a sexual way.
I actually think this is not socially normal to eat other people. I mean, I know she always is very reliable when you, but I actually think once she bites down and he really starts bleeding and maybe she comes up with a piece of meat in her mouth, I will also tackle her.
What, you're gonna also take a bite?
Break her off. It would actually be very.
Wait, what are you doing?
Don't give me any ideas.
I heard tackle, but
I heard he's
tackle.
also gonna take a bite. So I'm very confused.
Maybe not bite him, but that's actually interesting. Yeah, I'm going over and I just take my hints from Silas.
So are you like
and
trying
kind of
to hold him
she's
down?
biting in him. No, I'm not biting him. I just like maybe it's also kind of interesting to me because my body's bleeding and his is bleeding too, and I'm just kind of touching down into this blood oozing out of him and just kind of
I have trained her too well.
All right.
trying to get it. Yeah, it's really interesting.
So Misha, your reaction to seeing basically Sela is biting down on Mr. Silver. You see. You see Rhea almost like holding him down so he can stop struggling. What are you doing?
Okay, he pointed a gun at all of us, shot her, stomped on my phone. I'm not terribly worried about how he's going to deal with this whole situation. While he's pinned down, I'm going to try and pull open his mind before they pull open his face and find out what he's looking for in this house or what he's actually on about, because he's just being cryptic about this.
Yeah.
That's a 7 for scanners again. So I gain a string on him, and he can gain a string on me.
Which will it matter, because he's it's a bet to be dead. Do you get to ask him any questions?
I can ask him the question, like, what are you looking for in the house? But he doesn't have to answer. If he does, that's really cool. But
I'm gonna answer just because what he's looking in the house is he's looking for actual Rhea, and it turns out you start feeling like this prickling familiar sensation, Misha. You start remembering back into your past in the experiments. And you do remember the one time when your parents were talking at the fact that what they were trying to do was not only make these government like made children that could possibly be weapons. They're also thinking about what would be the cost of bringing a child back to life and how could they go on about it. The only reason that you know this so well is that your parents have tried to be as open as they can about what's happened to you, so that way when you go into therapy, it's a little bit easier, and they don't want to feel like they're rejecting you, even though sometimes you wish they wouldn't talk about it. So you're getting this sensation that, like, and it's sort of confirming to you that Rhea is not Rhea, and that he's trying to make her complete again by forcing her into that house. And that whatever he's done to get back home has probably been horrible.
Okay.
And Izzy, what are you doing?
I'm getting up and I'm trying to. Can I take two at this once? Oh, what the hell! I'm gonna try and pull them off of him. You know, it's like try restrain them somehow,
I
or
mean,
at least restrain. At least restrain. Silas, because I don't know that Rhea can really do as much damage.
Yeah. So you can roll. I'm guessing it's going to sort of be like lash out physically because she is really in the moment. She's already about to tear this man again into two because he's been pinned down and he is shouting, screaming that they don't understand.
Okay, so that's a 9. Yeah, 9 total.
Lash out physically, you can give them a string, they can deal 1 harm to you, or you become your darkest self.
I'm just trying to figure out what that would mean in this circumstance. Alright, let's go with become darkest self. Why not?
So, can you read out your darkest self for everybody to read?
Okay, so you've fought so hard to distance yourself from the war, to establish autonomy and independence. In doing so, you've unwittingly stumbled into the service of another power greater than yourself. You will carry out their will as if it were your own. Whenever possible, you'll convince yourself that you're doing this of your own volition. You escape your darkest self when you realize who's been tempting you down this dark path and beg others to save you.
So the summary of what that is, just in case, so what does that mean at the end? Because, sorry, it's just, I could barely hear
I
you.
basically, another power, I take, I do the will of another power, and I don't come out of it until I beg others to save me.
Okay. So you've managed to get Silas off, but her mouth is already like covered in blood, and you come to realize like the body of Mr. Silver is twitching because it's about to meet its death. She already bit in so hard into his skull that she managed to get a bit of brain. Silas, what is your reaction?
Nah, I'm still my darkest self, right? Because that doesn't shock me out of it, I think, right? Or does it? When can I? It says,
Well, did you get
oh,
you're fulfilling your hunger?
I am fulfilling my hunger. It says they have to fend me off long enough for me to regain my composure. I think him flinging me off kind of snapped me back into it, back into
So when
myself.
you sort of realize what's going on, like there's, you could taste the meat in your mouth. And at this moment, even though after when you were eating it, it tastes like the best thing ever, but once you're finished, it's almost like having rotten flesh in your mouth because it's sort of like you're disgusted with what you've just done. Um, when you come to realize that you just bit into Mr. Silver and you look down and you see that Rhea is still sort of holding him down and she's been mimicking everything that you've been doing. So she's not exactly biting into him, but she's almost like touching where he was bitten. And Rhea, you can stop me if you think this is wrong, and sort of smelling the blood like, no, okay. So, what
Ah,
is
that's fine, that's
Rhea?
fine. Maybe licking her fingers.
Like,
I think I'm just like, oh shit, dude, stop. I crawl over him and I take off I think my sweater, I have a tank top underneath. I take off my sweater and I start pushing it onto his neck and kind of just like
he's
shit,
dead.
Rita, stop that.
And she just looks at you and says, but it's what you did.
I'm not the fucking pinnacle of humanity, and I think she started crying as she's doing this. Fuck.
Um,
Shit.
You guys haven't noticed that Gabby is gone. Um, she has managed to crawl her way away from you guys and has gone into the house.
Well, that's a good idea. I don't know.
Anyone?
Oh, no.
Hmm.
That's what started this whole damn thing.
Trying to get into the house. That's what happens when you try to get into someone's house without permission.
So I'm going to pick up my phone on the ground and,
You stomped it. Remember that.
yeah. And just kind of holding that, looking at his dead body, basically. Like, I called a doctor, but... Oh. You broke that damn phone, man.
Izzy, what are you doing?
Yeah,
Well, that's the thing I'm trying to figure out because I'm not sure what to do with the darkest self.
Let me pull up the darkest self just in case of the angel.
so, like, without being in God's service, you're kind of a sword without a master, and you've fallen into someone else's hands?
Yeah, that's
You feel the house is beckoning you inside.
Yes.
okay. So I start walking towards the house, like sleepwalking sort of thing.
So you walk into the house and it sounds like Ria's voice that's speaking to you, but this is the voice that you probably tell yourself, okay, this is the girl that was. This is not the girl that I've seen outside in the lawn who was licking her blood off her fingers from her father's dead corpse, as I say towards Ria. Um, this is the girl that sounds like she's frightened. It sounds like a tearful, like, cry because it turns out like her father's gone. And when you walk into the house, you see that Gabby is in sort of floating in the air. And she has this like weird aura and glow, and her eyes are glowing white. And there's sort of like this strip of power that seems to be going into her mouth.
Okay, Gabby.
um, and she starts to say, it's like, what's been done cannot be undone. The corpse, the body with which what was brought is way too evil to be purified.
uh, there must be a way.
The only way that you can resolve this is by removing the evil that is trying to come within this house.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yes, Misha.
Split screen to me trying to towel the blood off of Ria's hands, and then pausing and like, hey, you're wearing new earrings.
Do you like them?
What the fuck?
Yeah. I'm gonna just try and be nice to her and see what happens here, because I'm also trying to keep her outside the house because of what her, dad guy's voice says. But this is a fun moment too, while someone is like speaking with the mouth of the devil inside.
Who said it was the devil?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I like them a lot. Hey, do you want to go to the party?
I think you're rolling to turn on. I don't care what the fuck you say. In front of Silas, no doubt. Silas just standing there like, what the fuck, guys?
No, my head is on top of this corpse and just being like, I hate my life. I hate my life. I hate my life.
No, sorry. But what did? How do I purify her? I have none of my power.
They say the task is simple. You must eliminate her.
Okay. Right. Whatever Misha was gonna say.
So the roll went off. I got an 8 on it.
You got an 8. So let's see on an 8 with turn someone on. So this is what you get to decide, Ria. You can give him a string. You can promise something that you think he wants, or you can give yourselves to them.
Well, I think if he wants to, I will give myself to him. And she kind of, you say, why don't we go to the party? And she reaches out to you, like places her not bloody anymore hands, but still cut and bruised hands, and places them on both sides of your face and says, I just want to be alive and I just want to feel something.
Oh my god.
This is so precious and so fucked up.
I hate my life. I hate my life. I hate my life. I hate my life.
This is exactly what Misha wants. He wants someone to show him any sort of acceptance or love or affection or anything, and he becomes hopeful.
Oh my god. So, both of you are making out
Just a
in
little.
front of just a little while Silas is trying to hold the blood together and muttering, I hate my life, in front of Ria's father's corpse. Inside the house, Izzy has just been told that he must either eliminate Ria. Izzy, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna walk out?
Do I have a sense of what exactly is talking to me right now? Just like
You feel as if what is talking to you is a you know what? You're gonna have to roll like Gaze into the Abyss.
okay. That is a 10.
A 10. Gaze into the abyss. When you roll a 10, the visions are lucid in details. The visions show you what you must do. Carry 1 forward to do it, and the visions let you remove a condition. So which of those three would you like?
Visions are the visions show you what you must do.
Okay. It shows you that you need to bring Rhea into the house, and you need to have her basically let the ghost come back in.
Huh. Okay.
Which is going to be interesting because she's outside making out with somebody. Who knows if she's already gotten adjusted to this. And you also have a feeling that if you don't do this, Gabby will never be the same.
If I don't bring her into the house.
Yeah, the ghost is going to take over Gabby. So, since two characters got a sexual moment, that means both of you need to read out what your sex moves are as Silas goes about hating her life.
Just like feel like her father's corpse shouldn't see this, so I just want to try to pull him away from this.
Put the sweater over his eyes.
I don't know. I just pull him away into the bushes or something. I don't know.
Right.
So,
Sex moves.
Rhea, what does your sex move say?
It's very easy. I just remove my current sex move with Misha's.
Okay. Misha's, what's yours?
When I have sex with someone, each of you takes 2 strings on the other. Give yourself the condition hopeful, so you get hopeful now too. For as long as you have that condition, they gain +1 ongoing towards any attempts to manipulate, hurt, or betray you. So I guess we have that on each other, or something.
No, I think the sex move only
Or for
works
next time.
next time, yeah. I think so.
Okay, so I have a condition hopeful, and for as long as I have a condition, they gain +1 ongoing. So you gain the plus for any attempt to mess with me.
Alright, so,
say that again. 2 strings and...
2 strings, and for as long as I have the hopeful condition, you gain +1 ongoing anytime you attempt to manipulate, hurt, or betray me.
Okay.
So, the corpse is being pulled away as you guys lovingly touch each other and stain his face with blood that's yours and your father's or whatever. Izzy, you get out of the house.
Yeah,
you see these two are lovingly looking at each other while Silas is dragging the corpse away.
Misha,
I'm
get
not
her
as
inside.
guilty as this looks.
Misha, we have to get her inside. Misha.
No, man. That house is evil. It just wants to ruin her. It's gonna try and take her over.
Don't listen to him. He's onto me.
I know it's gonna be okay, Rhea. It's fine. We're not gonna go inside the house. We're gonna go back to the party.
And I kind of cuddle up against you.
Oh my god. You guys are horrible.
Misha, she needs to go in. She needs to go inside. She needs to be, purified and, return to her, proper state.
I don't think that's what it's gonna take to help her. There's something in the house, and I don't trust it. There's a guy here with a gun pointing it at your head, trying to do that same thing. Do you think he's on the right track?
So while you
And I
guys
point over to.
are arguing and Silas was dragging the body away, Silas, once you pass like the old big oak tree, trying to take the body, I don't know where.
I think just in the bushes. I'm not quite sure myself. Um, I'm just it's half like I don't think that a daughter should be making out with somebody over the body of her dead father. Um, and also because I'm kind of hiding the evidence.
When you get over there towards the bushes, you see what looks to be the silhouette of Gabby, but it's almost transparent.
Uh,
And she's standing there. She's like, "I can't find my body."
oh God, Gabby, that snaps me back into it. Um, Gabby, what the fuck? Can I just stare into the abyss help? Can I try to figure out what's wrong with her or what
Yeah,
we're
you can stare into the abyss.
cool. Or sorry, I'm going to gaze into the abyss.
Gaze into
Like
the abyss.
I gaze hatingly at Gabby. Uh, it's a 6.
uh, that's a 6.
Yeah.
Um, you start getting a horrible migraine, and you feel when you go touch the bottom of your nose, there's blood. Um, it makes you wonder, like, did I just eat the wrong type of person or something like that? You don't know if maybe something went bad, and your stomach starts hurting really horribly.
Oh, shit. Um, okay. I'm in pain. Can I try to kind of struggle through the pain to try to get into the house, actually? I'm trying to...
Sure, you can roll to hold steady.
Okay. Oh, I'm rolling. Oh, cool. Then I think I advance. That is a 7.
It's so horrible, sorry. I just read the chat.
Yeah, 7. So I think I do it right.
7, you keep your cool. So
Cool.
you're gonna walk into the house and you see the same thing that Izzy saw. There's this floating body, like
Fucking
eerie
Gabby.
aura.
Gabby, my stomach is hurting. I've just ate somebody. I was like, what, 14 days clean or something. There should have been a chip for it. There wasn't. I just, is Ghost Gabby still outside?
Yeah, she didn't follow you inside, but you realize how serious the situation is.
Okay, then maybe just try to, Gabby. I try to snap at her. Gabby. I throw something at her. Maybe she'll recognize that.
Izzy,
like Ghost Gabby.
You look behind you, and Sela's out, like, in the house trying to throw stuff at Gabby's body.
No, like Ghost Gabby. I'm trying to get Ghost Gabby to come to her body.
When you throw something, it goes completely through her.
Well, is she paying attention?
She looks at you and she tries to get into the house, and something is holding her back.
Oh. Okay.
Izzy, are you realizing what's going on around you?
Yeah, but I'm shouting at Silas to get away from it. That's not Gabby right now. And then I'm shouting at Misha. Misha, the house doesn't want her inside. We have to get her inside. The house doesn't want her inside. It wants her gone so that she can't come in. Ever.
That's why I'm trying to take Riaz away from the house. But
Misha, when you turn, you actually see Gabby's silhouette, and she's like, I I don't want to die.
Shut up, Gabby. We're fixing it.
Damn it! You know what? I'm gonna tell Rhea to just go to the party. Don't worry about the house. I'll catch right back up, and then I'm gonna head back towards the house and
Rhea, well, how's your reaction to that? He told you to
I
leave.
think he tells me to leave, and then he turns around and goes to the house. And I think in this moment, I want to stay with him, so I just follow him.
Hey, I tried.
Oh my god. You get into the house. Are you gonna walk into the house, Rhea?
Yeah.
I need you to roll to hold steady, please.
That's cold. Yeah, 9.
Alright. Let's see. You start to feel you're not going to be overwhelmed because you are still paranoid and all that stuff, but you start to feel like the flood of memories coming in. This was your old house. You used to live in this house. You and Gabby used to play in the front yard and used to get in trouble all the time. The room that Misha has was your room before. You start having all these memories flooding back in, and it's so overwhelming. And you're remembering getting your father getting sick, and you and your mother taking care of him. And then one day, you're out. A drunk driver happens to hit your car. You happen to have died technically. The same day that Silas had died, except she came back. You didn't. And your parents begged and pleaded to see what they could do, and your father tried to bring you back. But you never really wanted to come back into this house because you were fighting between what you are now and what you are in the past. And now you have to make a decision. Do you accept your spirit, or do you continue living?
I think I'm actually going to accept my spirit.
Everyone's so quiet.
I want to know what's happening or what happens
Dramatic
here.
moment, Ari.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh, you ruined it.
Gabby's body drops to the ground immediately after floating. It apparently seems like forever. And the essence of whatever it is that was inside of her starts going inside of Rhea. And there's another essence that just sort of leaves the house. Izzy, you start like fading out of your darkest self because it feels like you've actually accomplished some kind of good. Rhea, you start remembering everything that had happened, how you had died, like your mother having to sell the house in order to maintain everybody. Like it's starting to pull you into all these emotions, and making you feel whole again. What is your reaction?
Yeah, she just drops to her knees, and tears are running down her face, and she's quietly talking to herself, like narrating the memories that come back, like and I had this little red fire truck, and Gabby wanted it too, and then we fought, but then we were friends again, and then my mother made me chicken soup, and just going on like a whole life on speed.
Gabby goes over and she starts hugging Rhea like tightly. How is everyone else reacting?
I'm
I'm
kind
just
of
gonna stand.
dumbfounded.
I'm just gonna
I need
stand
another
back.
cigarette.
Does
And
Reed?
I would add that I think everybody gets the feeling that once she ends with her story, it's going to be the end of the road.
Does she recount the time that like Silas hit her drunk driving? Is that what you were saying there, Ariana? Does she narrate that out? And you were there?
Alright, I think that's the end of the game. I'm gonna stop recording.
Well, how does